The desire to smooth out rough spots in relationships with kind words is normally a healthy one, but today we might talk too much and make the waters even choppier. I'm Jeff Jower.
And I'm Rick Levine for Planet Pulse on this Saturday, June 7th, and today is the first day of a 3-week Mercury retrograde.
Which is why the communication warning flags are up, or at least one of the reasons. Mercury, the communication planet, turns retrograde or backwards. It's apparent movement against the order of the signs in the zodiac for about 3 weeks. It does that 3 times a year. It's a time when astrologers say do all the Mercury things more carefully. Communication, details, travel, technology, dot your I's, maintain your equipment. All of those kinds of warnings are standard labels astrologers put on a Mercury retrograde cycle.
And the reason for that is that Mercury, during its retrograde cycle, is closer to Earth than it is at other times. So all these mercurial things, these communication, these instructions, these information, all the thinking, all of this is louder, is more intense. And we might forget to dot our I's only because we're writing so fast and we want to get it in. So what happens is we tend to sign something, I'll just, without reading it. We tend to agree to things or hear things that aren't quite what's been said because our mind is already there. So the astrological cautionary on Mercury retrograde is not don't do any of these things.
Exactly, yeah.
It's do them with awareness.
Rick and I are strong believers in the fact that you don't stop living because of what the planets are doing. You use the information astrology provides to do things in the most intelligent way possible. But part of the relationship issue, shorter term for today, is that the lovers, Venus and Mars, are rubbing each other a little bit raw, which can be fun on a second date, but can be difficult in ordinary relationship life.
It actually can be fun if Mercury was running the way it always runs, and yet because today is Mercury is stationary, ready to go backwards, I think that the quincunx, which is an aspect of adjustment, of annoyance, of two things that can't get rid of each other but can't get things together. And like you say, there are times when that Venus, the planet of love, and what you want and desire, and Mars, the planet of physicality and how you get what you want and desire, that what these two planets can rub against each other, which in love can be a nice thing. But I think that today Mercury does get in the way a bit because Mercury is having a hard time adjusting to its new perspective.
Yeah, and I think sometimes, you know, life is out of whack or different on different days, of course. But sometimes we overcompensate. And the moon of emotions and needs is in Libra, the harmony, peacemaking relationship sign ruled by Venus, which I think challenges us or pushes us to try to create peace when maybe just letting go is a wiser move.
Yeah, exactly. And remember that the moon today in Libra, as you said, is a Venus-ruled sign. Venus, which is in Taurus today, which is another Venus-ruled sign, and it's Venus making that awkward quincunx with Mars, so today the moon is actually making an awkward quincunx with Venus too, and so there's the sense again that we may feel annoyed even in the greatest or the most brilliant situation. We still may feel like we're not getting it quite right.
And if things aren't quite right, though, maybe a minor adjustment that doesn't entirely resolve the problem but can reduce friction or pressure enough will prove to be satisfying and socially successful. I'm Jeff Jower.
And for Planet Pulse, I'm Rick Levine.